Once upon a time there was an artist named Hieronymus Bosch who loved odd creatures. Not a day passed that the good woman who looked after his house didn't find a new creature lurking in a corner or sleeping in a cupboard. To her fell the job of feeding them, weeding them, walking them, stalking them, calming them, combing them, scrubbing and tucking in all of them, until one day... "I'm quitting your service. I've had quite enough of your three-legged thistles asleep in my wash, of scrubbing the millstone you use for a dish, and riding to shops on a pickle-winged fish." "Pish, Posh," said Hieronymus Bosch. "How can I cook for you? How can I bake when the oven keeps turning itself to a rake, and a beehive in boots and a pear-headed priest call monkeys to order and lizards to feast?" "The nuns were quiet. I'd rather be bored and hang out their laundry in sight of the Lord than wrestle with dragons to get to my sink while the cats chase the cucumbers slinkety-slink." "They go slippity-slosh," said Hieronymus Bosch. "I don't mind the ferret. I do like the bee. All witches' familiars are friendly to me. I'd share my last crust with a pigeon-toed rat, and some of my closest relations are cats." "My aunt was a squash," said Hieronymus Bosch. She packed her fur tippet, her second best hat. The first was devoured by a two-headed bat. With a pain in her back and a fog in her head, she walked 22 miles and collapsed into bed. That night she awoke to a terrible roar. Her suitcase yawned and unleashed on the floor a mole in a habit, a thistledown rabbit, a troop of jackdaws, a three-legged dish, the pickle-winged fish, and a head wearing claws. "Take us under your wing, take us up on your back," they howled, while the claws murmured, clickety-clack. "They're not what I wished for. When women are young, they want curly-haired daughters and raven-haired sons. In this vale of tears we must take what we're sent, feathery, leathery, lovely, or bent." With her suitcase and tippet secure on the dish, she clambered aboard the pickle-winged fish. Hieronymus rose from a harrowing night, saw salvation approaching, and crowed with delight. "My lovely, my dear, have you come back to stay? Let the crickets rejoice and the mantises pray. Let the lizards do laundry, the cucumbers cook. I shall set down new rules in my gingerbread book. The dragon shall wear a gold ring in his nose, and the daws stoke the fire, and the larks mend our clothes. Forever and ever, my nibble, my nosh, till death do us part," said Hieronymus Bosch.